I welcome one and all for today's session. So today, what we are going to see is different types of functions based on parameter passing techniques. So in simple, if you want to say, we are going to see parameter passing techniques. So as we have discussed in the last class regarding the actual parameters and formal parameters, and we have seen how exactly what is the use of actual parameter and what does the formal parameter does. Now it's time to take this to another extent to see the important feature of function. Okay, and that is nothing but the various ways how this parameters plays a vital role in functions. So what is actual parameter? As we all know, the parameters which is passed inside the function is nothing but actual parameters. And formal parameters are nothing but the parameters received by the function. So on the screen, you can see a simple program as we were discussing all the concepts throughout the functions with a simple program like add. I'm taking the same example. So here we are going to do addition of two numbers using a function. So if you can see here, we have called after taking two inputs from the users, a function has been called, and that is add function, and we pass two parameters to it. So whichever parameters you pass to a function, they are nothing but actual parameters. So here in this example, a and b are the actual parameters since it is passed inside the function call. And this parameters whatever you are passing, that is a comma b, it is received by m comma n, and it processes that m comma n, and it because it they blindly copy the value 10 to m and copy the value 20 to n, and then we compute result that is equal to m plus n, where m and n is receiving the data sent by the actual parameter. So the data is received by formal parameters. So the formal parameters are nothing but the parameters which are declared inside the function definition is nothing but a formal parameter. So this is what we have discussed in the last class too. So now based on this ways of parameter passing, our functions are divided into two types. So today we are going to see it one by one. So look at this. So based on parameter passed to a function in C, it is categorized into two types. And this categorization, we call it as parameter passing techniques. And what are those? The first technique, we call it as call by value. And the other name for call by value is pass by value. And the second one is nothing but call by reference. And the other name for call by reference is pass by reference. So now we are going to see an example of call by value, and we will see what exactly is a call by value by just demonstrating this example. Now look at this example. Let us go to the main program. It's the same add. So here we are going to use the concept of swapping. Okay. So what exactly a swap means? Swap is nothing but changing their positions. That is, if a is storing 10 and b is storing 20, after swap it would have swaps its values. Okay, so we are taking two variables, that is int a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 20. Okay, and this parameters, that is the value of a and the value of b, is passed to the function swap. So as soon as it encounters these variables inside the main, what happens is, and if you can see this image, so the variables a and b are nothing but the actual parameters, and this a and b is local to main function. So they can be used within the main function. So when the variables is declared, as you all know the definition of variables, it's nothing but a memory location where you store some values. So it creates a location for a and b. So you can see that a stores 10 and b stores 20 internally, and its address of a is 2004 and the address of b is 2008. And now this a value, that is a value, that is a 10 and 20, is copied and sent to the function definition. And now you can see that another a comma v variable is been created, and this variable we call it as formal parameter because it's been received by the function definition. And now you can see that since we are sending 10 comma 20, it has copied the values of 10 comma 20 in a comma b. As we discussed earlier, the parameter names of actual parameter and formal parameter. So actual parameters name is a comma b, and the formal parameters name is also a comma b. And if you are recalling it, I said that even though they have a same name, their address locations will be different. So if you can clearly see, the address of A in actual parameter is 2004 and address of B for actual parameter is 2008. When it comes to the A and B of formal parameters, and if you observe their address, it's not similar to the one with actual parameter. So that is an clear evidence that even though their names are same, they are not same entity, they are the different entity. And this a comma b, this a comma b is local to only swap function. Okay, this a comma b and this a comma b is not going to be the same. Okay, so next what we are going to do is, once we receive this value, the a value is 10 and b value is 20. So if it has to swap the values, then it has to interchange the values. So now carefully observe. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a is equal to 20, and now in the next image a has been changed to 20. Okay, and the value which is getting changed is at address 8004, and 8004 is the address of a, and which is, it's a formal parameters a's value is getting changed. But if you can observe, the for of actual parameter value remains same. What are you changing? You are changing the formal parameter. Okay, so from where the formal parameter has received the values, the formal parameters has received the values from actual parameter. So this actual parameter value is received by formal parameter, and now we are trying to change it, and this statement will change a value from 10 to 20, and this statement will change the b value from 20 to 10. So that is what has changed. So the values which are there in 8004 and 8008 has been changed, but it never alters the actual parameter values. It remains 10 and 20. So what you mean to understand from this concept is, call by value is nothing but a technique to call a function by passing the value of actual parameter to formal parameter. Passing the value, it copies the value of actual parameter to formal parameter. So this is what is call by value. And in call by value, if you change the formal parameters, that is, if you change the a comma b value from 10 comma 20 to 20 comma 10, it will not affect the values inside the actual parameter. Actual parameter remains same. So come back to the definition. So here in this call by value technique, the values of actual parameter will be copied to formal parameter. Okay, if you can see this definition, the values of actual parameter will be copied to formal parameter. Did we do that? Yes, look at here. Swap of a comma b copied this a comma b value to the formal parameters a comma b value. Okay, and later on we changed it a value to 20 and b value to 10. And the note, and even though the actual parameter value is copied to formal parameter, these two different parameters stores values in not same location. They are storing it in different location. That is the quite evidence here. 2004 and 2008 was the address of actual parameter, and 8004 and 8008 is the address of formal parameter. So it's quite evident that even though the values are same, copied, the locations are not same, they are different. So this is what is a definition of call by value. An important property of call by value is that if we change formal parameter, yes, formal parameter has been changed. A10 and B20 has been changed to A20 and B10. We changed the formal parameters, but it does not reflected in actual parameters. So this is what is called by value. Okay, now let us take the same example and see how does call by reference or pass by reference work. So now consider the program. Okay, now let us go to the main function. Now we are taking x value as 10 and y value as 20. Okay, And when you see the function, this is what is a function called. So as soon as you declare this variable x is equal to 20 and y is equal to 20, look at the first image. This is what happens inside the internal system. So x is the location is created. If the location is created, there should be an address. And what is the address of x? It is 1000. And what is the value of x? As the value such as x is equal to 10. And in y is having the value as 20 and its address is 2000. Okay. So now we have two locations x and y who has a value as 10 and 20 and who has a location as 1000 and 2000. And now carefully observe in call by reference, we are calling which function? Swap function. And look at this statement and look at the previous statement. Here it was swap of a comma b. What is a comma b? A value of variables. Okay. A comma b was a variable. But what is address? We are not passing x and y. We are passing address of x and address of y. What is the value of address of x? Address of x, the value is 1000. And what is the value of address of y? It is 2000. So a swap function is called by passing the parameters. And what type of a value does the parameter is having? The parameter is having the address. It's not having the value. It's having the address of that particular variable. So calling a function by passing the address is called as call by reference. So if you call a function by passing their address, not the value. If you pass the value, then it is call by value. So once the function has been called, now since you are passing an address, now the important thing what you need to know is you can't receive this 1000 is a value, but it is an address. It's not a value. Okay. 1000 cannot be stored in a normal variable. You know that actual parameter values is copied to formal parameters. Yes, it will be copied to formal parameters. So here PTR1 and PTR2 are the formal parameters. But if you can observe it, they are not just PTR1. They are called as star PTR1 and star PTR2. So whereas in the previous example, we haven't mentioned anything because we were sending only values. Here in this example, we are sending the uh, address. Here in this example, we are sending the address. So address cannot be received in a normal variable. If this would have been just x comma y, so this would have been if just swap of x comma y, then we are sending the value. Then you doesn't require the help of pointers. So what is a pointer? Pointer is nothing but it is also a special variable which is used only to store the address. Keep in your mind what is pointer. Pointer is an uh, not a special variable which can hold only address. Now what are you sending? X. Is it x is an address? No, it cannot store in PTR1. So if you want to store something in star PTR1, then it should be an address. So what is stored in star PTR1? So okay, what is copied? What are you sending? 1000 is copied. What is 1000? 1000 is the address of x. And what is 2000? It's an address of y. Where are you sending? 1000 is sent to star PTR1. So if you can see the second image in PTR1, we are storing the value as 1000. What is 1000? 1000 is the address of x. And in PTR2, what we are storing, it is 2000. What is 2000? 2000 is an address of y. Okay. Now, after getting into the function, we need to swap. What we need to swap? X value is 10 and y value is 20. We need to swap them to 20 and 10. So first, where is x? X is in the location 1000. So whose value you need to change here? Here you need to change star PTR1. So what is the meaning of star PTR1? So star means value at PTR1. What is the content at PTR1? PTR1 contains 1000. So what is the value at 1000? So keep in your mind, star is called as dereferencing operator and ampersand is called as referencing operator. So both are opposite. Referencing means it will refer through the address. Whereas star PTR1 means what is the value inside PTR1 in 1000. Star of the 1000 means, so you can see that. So star of PTR1 means star of 1000. That doesn't mean, that means that the value at that address. So what is the value at star 1000? The value at star 1000 is 10. What are we making it to? Point to. Now we are making it was pointing to 1000. The location was pointing to 10. We are changing it to 20. What are we changing? The formal parameter. Keep in your mind, star PTR1 is a formal parameter. It is assigned to 20. Now, the value at 1000 is changed to 20. So whose value is internally changing? X value is changing. Okay. And next step, it says that change star PTR2 to 10. What is the PTR2 value? 2000. So 2000 star PTR2 is equal to 10 means star 2000 is equal to 10. So what is value at 2000 right now? It is 20. What are you changing it to? We are changing it to 10. So you can see that it has been changed to 10. Now look at this image and look at this particular image. So one is 10 comma 20 and 1000 2000. Here it is 20 comma 10 1000 2000. So what conclusion you have to make is the entity which I am changing is formal parameter, but what is getting affected is the values of x and y, which is actual parameter. Okay, so that means in call by reference, if we change ptr1 that is and ptr2 that is formal parameter, it will affect the actual parameters. Okay, whereas in call by value, if you change the actual formal parameter to a comma 20, 10 comma 20 to 20 comma 10, this was not getting affected. Okay, so this is what is the advantage of call by reference. Change formal parameter, it will affect the actual parameter. So in call by reference technique, both actual parameter and formal parameter refers to the same memory location. Okay, keep in your mind, they are not individual memory locations like call by value. In call by value, both stores values in different locations, whereas here the values same refers to same memory location. Whether it is x, what is its location? 1000. ptr1 refers to the same memory location. Okay, therefore any changes made to the formal parameter, because formal parameter contains the address of actual parameter, so any changes made to the formal parameter will get reflected to the actual parameter. And in call by address, pass the address of the actual parameter to the formal parameter. So how are you passing the values? You're passing not the values, you're passing the address. Okay, and that is why it is called as call by reference. Okay, next, coming to the difference between call by value and call by reference, as the definition itself is the difference, the first difference. So in a call by value, okay, what are we doing? We are copying the value of actual parameter to formal parameters. So you can see that what we are doing here, we are copying the values of actual parameter a comma b to the formal parameter a comma b. So blindly we copy the values. That is what is the definition of call by value. Whereas in call by reference, we don't copy the value. What are we copying? We copy the address of actual parameter to formal parameter. So you can see that in the second example, we are explaining call by reference. What are we calling? Yes, we are calling swap function by passing their address. Okay, and one more thing important is that this is the actual parameter. Address is an actual parameter, and since its actual parameter is sending data to formal parameter in the form of address, then the formal parameter type should be a pointer. Okay, so that's the second difference. The first difference between one passes the value and the other one passes the address. Next thing is, in the call by value, as we have seen, if we change formal parameter, it will not affect actual parameter. Whereas in the concept, in this concept, where in call by address, if we change formal parameter, it affects the actual parameter. That's what we have seen. We changed ptr1 and ptr2, it changed x and y. And the last thing is, in call by value, both actual parameter and formal parameters refers to different location. So if you see the example, a comma b is an actual parameter. Its location is 2004 and 2008. Here a comma b is an formal parameter. Here it is having different location. So instead of having different location, they refers to the different location. Whereas in call by reference, okay, both the actual and formal parameter refers to the same location. So you can see this example, both actual is having the location as 1000 and 2000, and formal parameter is also having 1000 and 2000. So these are the three major difference between call by value and call by reference. Okay, I hope so you have understood the concept of call by value and call by reference. Thank you.